Hi there, I'm Dr. Jack Bielitz, and this is another episode of the Ask Dr. Jack Show. Our subject today, hypothyroidism, or low thyroid. The most common disease associated with low thyroid is called Hashimoto's. As a matter of fact, it is an autoimmune disease, and it affects at least 2% of the general population. And it could affect up to 10% of all women over the age of 55. So we're talking a pretty massive problem here in the population. It's characterized by high levels of anti-thyroid antibodies, which cause the thyroid cells to degenerate, can cause a goiter, which is that the thyroid gland getting really swollen, and it can very often lead to thyroid cancer. So what are the things that it's known for? Well, it's known for a high TSH, which is thyroid stimulating hormone, and elevated levels of anti-thyroid antibodies. The thyroid secretes some stimulating growth factors. Those are also a problem. So that's kind of what summarizes Hashimoto's disease. So if you have it, what can you do about it? Well, the conventional treatment is a synthetic hormone. It's called levothyroxine. Levothyroxine. All right, let's go with that one. Anyway, the problem with this is that long-term use, which, I mean, let's face it, if your thyroid isn't working, you're going to be on it the rest of your life, probably, right? It's a really problem with cardiac dysfunction, left ventricle hypertrophy, rapid bone loss, all kinds of nasty stuff associated with this particular hormone, synthetic hormone. So these scientists decided we better find something that works a little better. So for this particular study, they looked at a substance that showed promise in rats, and they started applying it to humans. So there were 40 men and women with Hashimoto's thyroiditis. They were between the ages of 20 and 50, and half of them got a half a teaspoon of black cumin seed powder. The other half got a placebo. They were on it for 8 weeks, and at the end of those 8 weeks, here's what they found. Quoting here. Treatment with the Nigella sativa, which is the black cumin, reduced body weight, reduced body mass index, the serum concentration of thyroid-stimulating hormones and anti-thyroid peroxidase antibodies decreased, while the serum T3 concentration increased. So every single symptom of the Hashimoto's or hypothyroidism went away in the group that had the black seed powder. None of those things happened to the people on the placebo. So this is potentially huge. The great thing about it is we're talking about a seed here. You know, there's really not any side effects to that. So you could literally go Google black cumin seeds. Buy a bag like I did. I bought a bag, I think it was off of Amazon, but I just Googled it and found them. Got a little coffee grinder, put, a couple of tablespoons in the coffee grinder, ground it up real good. I was worth a week's worth. Then the next week I did the same thing, and I just had this stuff sitting in this container and every day I would take a little more than half a teaspoon of this stuff, mix it in some water, drink it down real quick. It's supposed to be absolutely amazing. Now, I have not been through this 8 weeks. I cannot give you a full report on this. I am very excited about the potential for this. I have not been diagnosed with anything, so whether or not this is going to show any big effects on myself, I don't know. I have some symptoms of hypothyroidism, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. But I'm not worried about any side effects because it's seeds. So how cool is that? Anyway, that's it for this episode of the Ask Dr. Jack Show. I am, of course, Dr. Jack Bielitz, a chiropractor in Omaha, Nebraska. Not here trying to give you medical advice, trying to give you information that I use in my everyday life that you can use to make decisions based upon your value system for what's best for you in your life. All of this information is freely available on the internet. I just happen to gather it for you. Hope you're having a very beautiful day. If you have any questions that you would like me to help you research, askdrjackb@gmail.com is a good way to get a hold of me, or call the office, 402-333-4848, or walk into the office and ask me yourself. I hope you have a very happy and healthy day, and I will see you on the next episode of the Ask Dr. Jack Show.